Hey guys, welcome back to Island Bound. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I've got the, this is going to be changed to storage now. And I've got 2 foremen now. Okay, got 1 in each office. And now they can, you know, do the things they got to do to make our prison great again. Okay. Now, I am basically out of money, but I'm kind of hoping exports will save me on that. We'll see. I'm dropping in extra equipment in this workshop right now. I've also moved the door down, so it's, you know, access to forestry. Let me double check and make sure this is all staff only. Indeed it is. Good. I haven't really done anything else. That's kind of it. We're going to change this to be a kitchen, of course, and then this is going to be a canteen, and this canteen will cater to all of these prisoners in here. And as soon as we get some money. So let's go ahead now and see about getting these guys to transition the storage into this area instead, which is a pretty fast thing to do. As I get more money, I'm going to drop in cookers and stuff, but I have 2 cookers in storage. So why don't we just go ahead and drop in 2 cookers like that right there. I have a couple of wall lights. I think we'll give these guys some extra light because it's a kitchen, might as well. Do I have anything else in storage I can use? I'm going to need a radiator, unfortunately, and we're going to go ahead and maybe have that be... See, it's right there, so the closest point is there, so we'll go ahead and drop it there. That's going to cost me money. Got to be careful on that. Snack machine, how about right there? I have, oh, I thought I had that in storage. Didn't I have that in storage? Yes. Oh, I bought the snacks. Yeah, I have to pay for the snacks that are in the machine, but I have the machine in storage. Okay. So this is getting dropped in as a kitchen. Good. Is there anything else that we could have as a kitchen? Not really. Fridges are too expensive at the moment, so I'm gonna have to wait just a little bit. Daily cash flow is looking good, though. This guy is gonna need to get... I need to get him out of here. Let's have a guard come on over in here. I wanna forgive his punishment because he's overheating and he's got all of his needs just skyrocketing. So why don't we get him out of here? Can somebody come and do this? There we go. Let's get him taken care of, back to his cell. Yeah, so like this is one of those games, right, where you kind of have to have lots of money to do things in rapid succession, and sometimes like it's best just to let it run, especially if you're profitable, and sometimes it's just better just to let it run. And sometimes it's hard to do that, so I'm constantly spending my money. As soon as I get it, I spend it, and I need to hoard it a bit because I am 75K in debt, and my credit rating is actually dropped. My credit rating dropped because I had a negative bank balance, which means I wasn't able to pay back the interest. And as soon as you're missing a payment, that's a problem. You're not able to actually go ahead. You're not able to borrow anymore. So this $10 I have here, and this whole persistence on not, like, I'm spending the money immediately, that's costing me a credit rating. So now it's only 4.2, which means my maximum loan is 40,000. Since I currently owe more than the maximum loan I'm allowed to have, I'm not able to increase it anymore. This is what happens when you mismanage your debt. And mostly, I've been mismanaging my debt because I wanted to expand and I want to play the game. But ultimately, as a veteran of this game, I should know better. So I am probably going to have to sit here and let this thing carry on for a little while with pretty good cash flow. I just got to make sure I have money in there so that I can pay the interest payments. Because if I don't pay the interest payments, I get dinged heavily. And that's what's happening. So now that I'm making my payments a little bit more consistently, it's going up 4.4. And there's some more exports. Very nice. We'll continue making payments. The credit rating will go back up. Now it's 4.5, etc. So managing debt, just like in real life, it's a good idea to manage it in the game intelligently as well. Of course, debt is usually considered the enemy. And I have taser certification going, so I'm going to go ahead and stop that. As well as anything else that I'm paying a lot of money for, right? I've got the medicine cabinet in here now, so these guys are considered good quality. Or good ability. They're more effective than they used to be. And even if I have the ability to drop another one, I don't think I will. Yeah, so the test requires another 5 sessions, and then I can start dropping those in these offices too. I'm gonna see about getting these offices mostly leveled up pretty much to the maximum, because when we start our island down here, we're gonna have probably like 6 of these guys. I think maybe six to eight of these guys, but they're all going to be very good at what they do. And we'll probably have like 100 criminally insane all by itself. Like this amount of people is going to be, you know, like the island's not going to expand that big, right? It's only going to be this little bit of land. But I'm kind of thinking like we do like a natural looking zigzaggy sort of pattern all the way up around like this. So it's not going to be as sort of like archipelago sort of looking like this one is. It's going to be a bit more traditional, a bit more oval in shape. And we'll have, actually, you know, I'm tempted. You know, I am tempted. This is dangerous, guys. My brain's turning. But now I'm thinking of having the island in the shape of this fish. A big old fish island. And then we just make the building go all the way around the outside. The entirety of the island is the building, right? We don't have a whole lot of outdoor areas. And, you know, we'll have like little outdoor areas like in between the buildings and stuff. But it's going to be mostly just one big building. And I'm kind of tempted to make the island in the shape of a fish. We'll see how close it is. We don't have any shipping lanes this way, so we don't have anything to worry about there. But when we make this one on this side, it'll hopefully not, well, not hopefully not, it shouldn't. The way it's programmed, it shouldn't block the shipping lane. Every other place is fair game, because this is my only shipping lane outside of the map. So this is the only location in which a boat leaves my map is right here. So that side is the last expansion. I think it's going to be the last expansion, actually. We'll probably come down here first, for sure. And then I'm thinking we'll probably go here next. Make one big long map. Or is it better to go square? You know, it's probably better to go square. Yeah, you know what? I think I will go here and then here. Because once you go here, then unlocking this actually gets you all of this here as well. So maybe that's the idea. Okay, we have a negative balance again. Let's go ahead and pause it. So we have a 5.9 credit rating, but that's going to start dropping when I can't make this payment, right? So I need to get some money. I have exports here. I think what I might do just to help me on this payment is go ahead and sell some of these. It's really bad to do that, though, because these are raw resources that are very useful to become better resources. I can sell these, though. That's not super big deal. Sell object $500. Yeah, like I can hit these and sell them immediately instead of waiting. Same thing over here. I can do the same thing here. I can say, hey, I want to sell these objects. Right, these are temporary fixes, though. It's not really going to help me that much. There's the initial export. That would help me, too. There we go. So let's take a look right now at our grants. 6.0. You see the maximum loan? It's getting up there, right? Starting to work its way up. 6.0 again. You just don't let it hit 0. If it hits 0 and you don't own any money, if you don't owe any money, right, then you're not going to be able to make your payments on time. So your credit rating can't go up. And if you didn't borrow any money, then there's no payments to make. And if you have 0 credit, you can't borrow. So you effectively get in this part, unless they've changed it. It's been so long. I'm just, full disclosure, it's been super long time since I've ever had this problem. I'm talking like 3 years, right? So the way it used to be a long time ago, I've never actually tested this recently. So maybe it's not the same. But if you get to 0 credit and you don't own anything, you don't owe anything, it means you can't make payments to raise it because you haven't actually borrowed anything, and you won't be able to borrow anything because it's 0 credit. So you effectively have no loan in the game and you're saved forever. And they might have changed that to where it goes up over time. I don't know that, so don't quote me on it completely, but that's the way it was before anyway. All right, so if we can get just a little bit more cash though, like I'm tempted. Oh, you know what? Let's increase this. Oh, I can't. Never mind. Hang on. It just dropped down again. 5.3. Frick. I was about to borrow too. I was so close to borrowing again. Because I want to get those cells done so I can intake more prisoners. But honestly, I think at this point I'm just going to intake them anyway. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and intake them anyway. So the current capacity is 44. It's harder to tell how many cells I actually am able to support right now, because it split them up into medium, maximum capacity, whatever. But if you add up the numbers, you get your capacity for everyone, basically. So right now it's 28 plus 21 and that does equal more than 44. So we can intake more. And it looks to me like if I look at my holding cell, I only have one guy in here. That's a good indicator as well, although it's possible that they're working. I'm going to go ahead and intake this anyway. For the criminally insane capacity, though, I have 27. I have capacity for 30. I can't afford to take this many. I'm going to take just one more. So that's $12,500. Oh, come now. 4.3. I'm getting hit hard on the credit here, guys. It's just because of having no cash in the bank. The income per day is great, but because there's nothing in the bank, I'm missing payments. Missing payments is bad news bears. So I'm just going to sell a bunch of stuff here so I don't miss these payments. And it sucks because, like, the natural export of things... the license plates are probably okay to do this with. It's up to 5. It's already 500. Yeah. I mean, the license plates, we just keep selling them. That's what we should do. Just keep doing it until we get beds, and we can also sell the beds too. But see, they're working like really late into the night. You know, it's nice. All right, with 4,300, I think we can make our payments now. We should be able to. It says 3.5, but like we should be able to make payments with this. So, you know, managing debt, usually my strong suit. Usually really good at it. Got a little carried away with this area. Brought my bank balance down to basically nil when I shouldn't have, and that's my fault. I still have positive cash flow. But if you don't have anything that you can really work from, then, you know, that's what's going to happen. So we will see. Okay, I'm gonna let this run. I think I can't do anything. I don't want to take up your time in video just sitting here talking. So I'm gonna let this run just a little bit longer, build up some bank if I can. Doesn't look like my cash flow is very good today. Build up some bank, and hopefully this credit rating can go back up and everything will be fine. All right, night of day 44 here. Got my intake, kind of filled up the holding cell. A little nervous about that. Looking at our informants, we still have some question marks around here too, but a few legendaries are here, and we've had a few upgrades. People who have committed murder. Don't worry, we're eventually going to get the clear for transfer thing going, and we're going to get incentives to behave and all that stuff. It's all going to be there eventually, but it's just not quite ready for that yet. So what I have to do now, I have all the cell doors and stuff on all these, so why don't we just switch them on? We're just going to turn them into cells. Like that, like that. And we're just going to flip these on by just making them cells really quick. We'll see what our capacity is once we do this. I think we'll be pretty close to what we need for this grant, because we're trying to get to 200 for the grant, remember? So we turn this on, and all these cells are done. We're going to want to have some people deployed in here too. So let's go ahead and get the custom on like this, and we'll just turn all of these to what they're supposed to be, and that will let all the prisoners kind of do what they need to do. This one's staff only here. Make sure this is still staff only, and honestly, we can probably just make these shared so it's not super complicated. Okay, so prisoners should now be moved from the holding cell all the way over into this wing, and yes, we are missing some lights, so why don't we go ahead and just light this place up just a little bit. Let's go across the hall like that. Over here, we could use some lights as well. Let's just kind of do that really quick. We're starting to pay for lights now, so let's be careful. I had a bunch in storage. Now I obviously no longer do. Oh, and then this over here needs to be a wall, so let's make sure we get that going too. And, you know, yeah, all the way. Let's make sure that's done first. All right, so these guys are all going to get pushed into here. Now, this is all complete, so I don't need this anymore. So I'm going to chop this. Get rid of this, go ahead and dismantle the gate as well. And this will be just like this open area, right? I don't think we necessarily need this yard to... I think maybe, is that a requirement that the yard be completely surrounded? Because if it is, I guess I'll bring the fence back, but I don't think it's necessary because these guys are going to be moving, you know, they're going to be moving around here, going to the workshops and the common rooms and things of that nature. And in fact, you know, I think this common room here, now that we have prisoners on this side, common room could probably use an extra door. Now, actually, no. I'm not going to do that because I like the idea that they have to come through this metal detector. And if I add a door here, they will be able to bypass that. So I'm going to go ahead and say no on that. Let's make sure we actually have people working in the shop. Yeah, we do. Maxed out workshop. Good. We had somebody die. Did they go to the morgue? I think they actually already got carried off on the ship. Most likely. Okay, so $21,000. Let's get this kitchen operational, huh? So I want to, first and foremost, let's get the stoves online so people can start cooking. I also think the fridges should be something we pop in here. Maybe we'll go like, let's put it up against like there. And then obviously this is very crowded, right? So maybe only a couple fridges, and then we'll put like another fridge like that. So again, very crowded. It's very small. Probably not the best way to do this. We're doing it anyway. I think this can reach, actually. I think that might be able to reach. We'll do that. Let's go ahead and get all that to be the priority. Okay. With all that done, this should be able to get marked as a kitchen now. We should get staff working on getting this canteen up and running with our brand new kitchen. And how are we doing on cooks? We could probably use a few more cooks. And let's make sure we have them assigned. You can actually assign cooks to kitchens now, just to make sure they always stay. Just go to deployment and find assign cooks and just pop, and you can make sure that cooks are always assigned to that specific kitchen. That's the one way to do it. This is still giving me a warning message. And I can't figure out why. I still don't know why that's doing that. All right, with all these cells done, our capacity is now 160. Let's come on down here because these dorms are not done either. And I think these dorms will push us over the mark we need to be to get this to be, shall I say, operational. We got to be careful. Got to be really careful about overspending. Stop. Let's wait. Let's 5K. We're getting back down into danger zone now with this. But we have 7.1 credit rating. If I take another loan, that's a lot of interest, but it guarantees that I can make my payments on time. So I am going to watch this. I'm going to watch this balance. If it goes under $1,000, I'm probably going to hit this button just to ensure that we don't lose it. And then we can work on that. As long as this number is green, we are making money every day. And we're also going to be able to intake more. And honestly, if these cells get built, it looks like it's got more money to spend here too. But if these cells get built, it'll push our capacity up, and we could just flip this to dorm real quick, and bam, done. We get the 30 grand. 20 more grand. And then we can accept cell block E, which will give us even more money. We can use that money to pay our debts. So we're not going to actually have any prisoners over here. This is a really big facility for no reason at this point. But, and this is another drain on my income, right? It's like all this stuff was built and we just drained all my money to build this. But now, throughout the entire prison as we expand, if anyone needs protective custody, they can all go to an island where we're pretty sure they'll fit. We don't have to worry about them. We just stick them over there and be done with it. Forget about it. That's what I want to do. Work time is happening. We should see some exports happening soon, hopefully. I'm really tempted to put an export pad right here. Dedicated workshop exports to go right here. And let this be deliveries and stuff like it normally is. Yeah, this is going down. I'm going to pop this again. So this is just going to get us to 13,000. It's just a little extra cushion to make sure that we can make our interest payments. Yes, the interest goes up. Yes, the payments go up. But as long as we are not losing our credit rating and this number stays green, everything will be okay. There's 3,400 for the exports. So what I'm looking for, looks like they're almost done. It's 166 is what it says. Oh, these don't have doors yet. We can fix that. Pop. Any other doors? Yeah, right there, right there, right there. And these all have doors as well. Okay, good. Okay, so this will be 2 more prisoners. So that'll be 168, 170, 172, 74, and this one's not even done. Yeah, 15. Pop that in there too. So we should be pretty close. We flip this on, and we should be pretty close to getting the grant. And then I want to make this library, but I'm not doing any frivolous spending. Yes, I'm calling this frivolous. Frivolous spending. We're not doing any of that until we can confirm that we are good financially. Like I have to see that happen. I do have some guards with tasers now. I know it's taken me this long. Like we've gone this many days, 44 days, and we don't have guards with tasers. It's a different animal. I'm gonna stop the carpentry apprenticeship. It's a different animal, you know. It's because it's so much space to manage. You need a lot of staff to get all the way around, all over the place. You got to buy boats and docks and things that cost thousands of dollars, and yet there's really not that much room for prisoners on this island. So, like, your income is a little bit hampered by that. It's certainly not a prison for those who crave efficiency, that's for sure. But it's been very different, you know, and that makes it fun for me. Just make it different. Shop sales, 17K. I wish I could decrease this. Just to hit this button and think that, you know, 12K or whatever is going to go away. That's not how that works. That is not how that works. 176. Tell me we're good here. This isn't built yet. So I think it'll be 178. Damn it. 178's a problem because I can't just flip this to dormitories and have it work. I need that to be closer. So are there any more cells that I could build? Maybe a cell block that I could expand. I could technically do this one. I could do this one too. I could expand this one more up, and that would make 178 though. Possibly 180, I guess. I just want to get cell block D done, or 88% done with it. I'm curious if I can get away with... I want to cheese this a little bit. Possibly swapping a few beds just to do it, and then swapping them back. It's doable. This is going to be 178 when that cell's done. So if I change this to dorm, it brings it up to 186. Which, of course, is not good enough. I still need a lot more cells than that. Okay, we got to go back to the drawing board here. Where's the space? There is no space. I guess I could maybe do it at the forestry. Oh, right. This is... Yeah, you know what? I don't think that's gonna work. I think that's gonna be too far. We'll see. If I came straight over, maybe, but I actually don't know if that really matters. I think it's the same number of tiles, right? Well, not really. If I come all the way down here and then up and over, it's still more tiles than going straight across. But I guess I won't know until these guys finish their work. The dedicated export zone is for these two workshops. If I can keep these two workshops fully staffed for... Where is it? Regime. If I can keep them fully staffed for all 8 hours a day, and they're going to keep pumping out the work, keep pumping out the wood, right? The license plates, the carpentry stuff. You got a little bit to go until you're eligible for parole. So we're going to have you around for a while here, Mr. Scott Waterhouse. I kind of wish I had another carpenter's bench. Where did Scott go? Waterhouse is on this table saw. Don't do that. You're a carpenter, sir. Act like it. Get over here and do carpentry. There you go. The saw. This work is beneath your skill level, okay? There you go. Get that bed done before you're done. Don't get in trouble either, please. I'd really like you to stick around. I think the maximum security wing, or maximum security island, we might put that up top instead of minimum. What I was thinking is, I would make that like a big work camp. You know, wherever the big the maximum security is. I can make it like a big workers camp and just have like a bunch of cells, but really there's the only place to work in the whole island is like 3 different workshops. So there'll be 60 prisoners working in a workshop, constantly exporting on like 3 different helipads and possibly boats too. I don't know. Like, do helicopters take away as much as the boats? You wouldn't think so, but like you'd think the boats could haul more stuff just because. I mean, it's a boat versus a helicopter. I shouldn't need to explain why I think that it can haul more stuff out per trip. But at the same time, the helicopters can take off and land a lot faster, you know? Just off they go, and then the boat comes back, and then the helicopter comes back. I don't know. The boats tend to stick around a little bit. Maybe it's just me. But I feel like the helicopters come in and out a lot faster than boats do. It might just be because they're not being called. We're not seeing the boats being, like, called in as often. Look at the food. The food is keeping right up with the prisoners. This is great. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is this? Oh, what? Snitches? Oh, what? How did I miss that? He was legendary, too. He must have been a, question mark. Because I didn't see any snitches when I looked for it before. Look at this. Arranged 7.1 hours ago. So he arranged to have someone throw him a cell phone right there. Like in the middle of the whole place. Because the water is right here and they can throw it over the fence. Right there. So you have to constantly, and this prison anyway, I feel like you have to, oh, he's going to be here a while. You have to pretty much constantly, you know, be diligent about that kind of thing. But I don't really care for phones. You know, I've said this in the last prison too. I don't really care for monitoring phones. Because monitoring phones takes power. You have to buy the unit. You have to hook up all the phones. And it takes a trained guard who is being paid every day and was trained with a taser, and I provided body armor for him. He's very expensive. He has staff needs, all that stuff. It requires one of those guys to be listening in constantly, all the time. It's like expensive. Or, alternatively to that, you could just do this every night. And I like that better. I think we got all the contraband when we do that. It's very nice that way. Oh, he's overdosed. Oh, wow, I watched it happen. He was overdosed and then dead. Adam Roper. That's a shame. I'm not sure why he's bleeding from an overdose. Maybe it like ruptured his esophagus or something? I don't know. Did I just have somebody come into this? Yes, I did. Anyone gonna take him to the hearse boat? There's a hearse boat? Oh my god, Scott Alexander. Why are you out here in the water, dude? Are you a hearse boat? Wait, why are you out here in the water? Poor guy. He's rolling down the river. He's just gonna be... It's not even a river, it's just the... Yeah, it's the ocean. Just... You know, just sink. You don't need to be on the boat. This is the hearse boat, though, so... Now that the hearse boat is there, we should see him being dragged away. To the hearse boat. So far, not happening. This guy's in the cell. Yeah, he was assigned this cell. Before the dead guy even leaves. He's like, I'm just gonna hang out in my cell while the overdose dead guy remains here. Because, like, who really needs to take care of our dead? You know? Why would that be a task that our people would be on? Do I need more doctors? They're doing nothing, you know? Do doctors take care of these guys? Or is that a guard thing? I actually forget. I'm gonna go ahead and put the doctor in here and see what he does. Wait, is that it? There's a dead guy right here, man. No? Not for you, huh? I don't feel like the game handles dead very well. Alright, I don't feel like the game treats the dead very well. My money is dropping still. I was really hoping this expansion here would open up to get to 200, but I'm like 10 people short here. Which is kind of a problem, not gonna lie. I might turn these into dorms really quick. Just to get that grant. Because $20,000 does a huge number to my debt. I guess I could just intake more. I mean, most people are out of it right now, so I guess I could just intake more. We can't take any more criminally insane. But we can take another, I don't know, man, not a whole lot. The capacity for intake right now is actually pretty dwindled. It's pretty small. I'm gonna take another intake. Work exports haven't started yet today, and we are draining money. If we can get this, is this locked down? I don't think this fence here is necessary. Or this door is necessary. Adam Roper was just left here. Somebody started to haul him out and then decided to drop him in the middle of the deck now. I don't think the AI is really working with dead very well, you know? I guess it just prioritizes other tasks over it. I suppose. There you go. Off you go, Adam Roper. I'd wish you well on your trip, but, yeah. Oh, and the boats, right? So, changing the ferry timings, you have to do this every time you boot the game. This doesn't actually, your settings don't actually stay. So, once you set your ferries, if you boot the game again, you have to reset your times on all of them. That doesn't actually save, which is so weird. I thought it did, and I just noticed that, and it's, you know, it's bad. I wish that could, maybe it's like a limitation in the code or something. $12,000. Well, at least I don't have any worries so far anyway about paying back the debt. And our credit rating is a 10.0 now, so that's good. But I'm not able to actually decrease this at all. And in order to get that grant completed, I'm going to need to expand for having more cells. I'm tempted to put them here. But that's cool. That's a little bit... I wonder if I could do it like right here. Like prison town style, you know? Prison town style like this. Maybe? What if I go like this and then I make a bridge across this lake instead? If I do it like... That doesn't really line up to anything though, like specifically for cells. I don't think I can actually... How would I lay this in if I was gonna do it? Right? If we made this be a cell block, how would that look? It'd be like that, and then we wouldn't be able to do it all like this, so it'd have to just be straight down. Yeah, that wouldn't really work. I could maybe do it like this. That gives me 4 cells. 4 isn't good enough. 5 cells like this. Maybe here too. Maybe another cell. Oh wait, it'd be like this. Yeah, another cell here, and then... So we can get 2 more cells there. But I like how open this is. I don't want to make cells there. I don't want to do that. I might be able to... Maybe... I'm just out of real estate now. Kind of fully developed the land. This is the only part that makes sense to make it. We're just so close to the water here. Like the exterior for them to swim away. I don't want to put cells that close to the water. I want them to have to work for their escape. This perimeter wall was probably my first bad idea, right? Again, we are still making money. Theoretically, if I just let it go on, and just let it run its course. Theoretically, it would all just work out, right? We're not getting a whole lot of people taking workshop safety though. Carpentry would be good. I'm definitely not going to get any taser certifications right now. Getting early prisoner releases would be great. I mean, we are making money. Look, 21,000 now, and that's. Oh wait, that's is that post intake? Oh, I only took in 10. Okay, so they're all right here. Let's get our informant here, and let's make sure we don't have to worry about any protective custody today. Can you guys haul him into security, please? Please bring Benjamin Curtis to security office. I need to see if any of these guys need protected. I'm running out of space, guys. I think I'm going to have to start just using these cells and not having them be protected. And then maybe have protected be somewhere else. I really just want this island to work, though. It's not giving me any... Like, there are some question marks still, but it's not showing me any people who need protection. This might be the least number of snitches and ex-law enforcement and stuff that I've ever had, you know? I don't think I've ever... I mean, I guess maybe it's because they're all normals? I don't know. I think I'm going to leave this video here, though, because I don't really have anything to show you right now. All of this land is occupied. I just need more land to create, you know, more stuff. And then I can take a bigger loan and all that stuff. So if I let this run for like 2 days... Not 2 days. Like, oh, it's day 47 now, so we've played for 16 hours. Wow. I think if I let this run for... maybe to day 60, we should have banked up enough money to pay off our debt entirely. At that point, we can bank in a couple more days of solid, awesome cash flow. We have $40,000 in, 23,000 out. Staff morale still way up, no problems. But it's this that's the problem, and I need more. I just need more money. I need more prisoners, more money, more land. So I think we're gonna work on getting this. It's gonna be $80,000. If I can get this, we can get the second island started. So why don't I just let this run on, and the next video I post, I will have enough money to get that taken care of. I think we're gonna go with that. Gang leaders are still not here, right? Like that's not happening either, because I'm really not intaking maximum security prisoners, so that sort of makes sense. So I might have to have people work here, but if I could just save up some money, pay off the debts, I think that's what I gotta do. So guys, thank you very much for joining me. If you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. Also, I'm gonna read your comments about it. I don't remember what it is, but if you didn't comment before, go back to the last video if you haven't commented regarding Project Hospital. Really like to know what you guys think about that, because I might start recording that in the meantime as well. So thank you very much. We'll see you next time. Bye.